We use the verb tell for commands. This is also known as the imperative form. A command begins with a verb first, and when you're writing, it's capitalized. So if I say, for example, come here, and I'm speaking to you, but it's not necessary to use the subject you. I just begin with the verb, come here. If it's negative, then start with the word don't. Again, I'm still speaking to you. You, in both cases, is the subject, but I don't need to say you. Just start with a negative, and then the main verb goes here. The simple form of this verb is tell. The past tense is told, and the past participle is also told. A mother is speaking to her son, and she says, "Be careful." The mother, and then we'll use the past tense, told her son, this is the object of the sentence, told her son, and then here is the main verb in the command. Right there you want to use the infinitive, so to be, and then the adjective, careful. The mother told her son to be careful, or if I replace this with a pronoun, I can just say she. She told her son to be careful. Someone says, "Don't do that." In quotation marks, here and here, this represents direct speech. So this is what somebody said, "Don't do that." And then to describe it, let's say somebody is speaking to you. He told me, and this is negative, so use not, and then after not, use an infinitive, to do. That comes from here. Don't do that. He told me not, so this negative goes here, and then the main verb here becomes an infinitive. He told me not to do that. In this example, a teacher is speaking to a group of students and says, "Turn in your assignments." This is the direct speech. These are the words spoken directly by the teacher. These are the exact words. Notice that the command begins with a verb, and the subject would be you, but that's not spoken because it's a command. Turn in your assignments. Now, to describe this, you have two possibilities. You can say, the teacher told the students to turn in their assignments. Originally, in this statement, turn in your assignments, this is the teacher speaking to the students. And then to describe it, the teacher told the students to turn in their assignments. So this possessive adjective changes to their when describing what the teacher said. It is possible to say the teacher told, if you're describing the teacher talking to you, the teacher told us to turn in our assignments. That would be another way of describing it, depending on who the teacher is talking to and who is describing what the teacher said. In this example, a male teacher is talking to a male student, and the teacher says, "Turn in your work." So I begin with a teacher. The teacher told, now I can say a male student, or I can use the pronoun, the teacher told him to turn in his work. Whereas originally, in the direct quotation, in the form of direct speech, this is the possessive adjective, turn in your work. This becomes, the teacher told him to turn in his work, because you're talking about a male student. You can also take the teacher out and replace it with he. He told him to turn in his homework. This can be a little confusing, however, because then you have three male references: the teacher, the student, and then also the student here. Sometimes in describing a command, you have to change the verb and also any information that comes after it. So in this example, come here. She told me to, and it is possible to say come here depending on where you're speaking from, but you might also have to change it. Come might have to be changed to go depending on the place from where you're speaking, and then you might also have to change here to there if you're describing the command from a different location.